What's going on, everybody? Professor back again, on my thing. I ain't got my meta glasses, but I am rocking the Atlanta Braves today where I'm from, Atlanta, the real Atlanta. Perry homeborn, East Atlanta Braves, East Slate, West Side, South Side, College Park, been all over. So, I sit around and think a lot, and y'all know that. So I came up with something today. I was sitting here thinking today's is stop blaming and start building. Because, I see so many people crying about their situation, complaining about the system, racism, fairness, all of it. I get it. I understand. And you're going to see I understand by the end of this. But let me say, this world was never designed to be fair. This world was never built to be your friend. We live in America, a country that was literally built off corruption, off taking what you can, but by any means necessary. So if you waiting on fairness, if you waiting on the system to make it easy for you, you're already losing. You got to learn the game and play it to win. Yeah, America corrupt, but it's still one of the greatest countries on earth that you can ever be in to do what you need to do, whether it's illegal, legal, all that. It's just depending on what level you on, how high you are. You can rise here, you can build here, you can reinvent yourself here. I've been on the other side. I have, bro, for real, like no talk. I've been on the other side. I've seen what happens when the system is stacked against you, and sometimes it ain't even the system. Sometimes it's your own people. And I've dealt with that in the black community where I come from. I was in a place that was Democrat driven, full of crime, violence, broken promises. I've seen killers and robbers walk free from jail while people doing time for little weed charges. And they getting it harder. They putting us in there with murderers, killers, folks who really did something. I've been thrown in jail for 3 days over less than an ounce of weed. Surrounded by dudes doing years in murder. Like I just said, you learn real quick that the system ain't fair. And that's exactly why you got to be smarter than the system. So I made a move. I took myself 3,000 miles away and put myself in a position to win. In a place where my character matter more than my past. Because your environment can define who you are unless you let it. You can't let your environment tell you who you are. You decide who you are, who you gonna be in the world. And with Dr. King's birthday coming up, I want to remind people Dr. King stood for character, no color. He didn't preach hate. Even when the world was cruel to him, he still preached peace and humanity. But understand this, peace doesn't mean weakness. Being humble don't mean letting people walk all over you. It means standing firm in who you are, knowing your worth, and refusing to play the victim. Long as you don't get in my personal space or do nothing to me, bro, I don't care what you think of me. Too many people think the world owe them something. It don't. The world doesn't owe you a job, a house, a meal, a reparation check for the life you chose not to change. And reparations was for those who truly suffer, who had no opportunity, no chance. But today we got tools. We got technology. We got freedom. And with that, it comes accountability. You got people like Lil Wayne, Denzel Washington, everyday folks who came from the gutter, some may have had a chance, who built some out of nothing. Some of them did, some of them didn't. They show you that your outcome ain't defined by anyone but you. So stop blaming the white man, stop blaming the government, stop blaming the system, take accountability. Your life is your responsibility for real. I've been there. I had to realize that it was somewhat of me and somewhat of the system. So if you want to break it down 50%, 75% with me, and the other percentage was the system. But until we start holding each other accountable, nothing changes. Stop waiting for the world to fix it. Fix it yourself. Stop complaining. Stop making excuses and start moving. This is your time to rise. If America was built on taking, then take your place. Take your moment, take your purpose, and do it with pride, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, do it with some form of pride. Because I've been there. I've been the victim. And to this day, I do what I got to do for the things I love doing. I love filming. I ain't got all that flashy shebang bang, but I enjoy what I do when I make videos like this because my job is to motivate people. All my life, I seen my culture hate each other. Smash each other, kill each other, then thrive off each other, then watch a certain demographic of the world look at you as something else because you black and you feeling this, you seeing this, you watching these people do this. But I knew it existed in the South. I knew it existed in some parts of the North. So I came all the way out the way from all of it. So my job ain't to be owed a reparations for something I ain't go through. Reparations ain't for me. That was for the people who didn't have a choice. I had a choice. We all got a choice out here in the world today. So I'm to the point like, stop making excuses. Do something about it, man. So I do this because this is what I like to do. I enjoy doing this. I like making positive speeches. I like giving a positive message to the world. Because when I was rapping, my music was doing destruction to the world. So now I write for the machine. I write music for the machine and I produce it with the machine. And I put what I if I could sing this, that, I write it and I work with the machine. So at the end of the day, this is my passion, and hopefully this video could touch somebody. I'm new to this. This is my first time even pushing stuff like this and doing it on my own, coming from a regular working civilian. So I'm speaking for somebody who really is sitting in the middle class genre of the world. I'm watching and seeing the laws. I'm looking at what my legislature and all the people doing in my community or in my state. I'm looking at everything that's going on around me and I'm seeing the change. So I'm an everyday person. This ain't scripted. Everything I do is what I speak from my mind and what I present to y'all right here on camera. None flashy in the background, none of that. I got my basic little own setup that I got. And that's what I can do. But I'm going to do whatever I got to do to pass that message. So hopefully this touched somebody. Hopefully I ain't say too much. But when I get going, I like to talk. I like to explain things. I like people to know who I really am, because this is who I am every day. And yeah, I had to kick the Brave jersey. My Atlanta gear, you know, I ain't home no more, but I'm still Atlanta. So y'all feel free, continue to check in. Like I say, I do reactions and my own form of reactions with a lot of different things I see or issues they push, or good I want to spread, or positive outlook. I try to keep a lot of stuff positive and present to y'all with different kind of things that'll probably get you going to help you transition your mindset to be a person that go and get it and don't let nobody tell you. Don't follow what these leaders say. Stop worrying about what the news say. Do your research, study, get it on your own. Get the brain back to working, because they using technology to rot in our brain, and I was there. But right now I'm using technology to help me gain at the end of the day. So instead of letting it dumb me down, I'm finna let it make me money if I can do it. And if I can't, hell, at least I touch some people out there. So I'm Professor X. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to Black Eskimo Media. I appreciate the people who took the time to look at this, like this, subscribe to the channel, or even make a comment, you know, and that lets me know that the word is getting out there. So until then, y'all have a good Friday. I hope everybody's safe, everybody blessed, and we can get through the weekend without hearing no crime. We know it's hard to say that, but I'm going to keep it positive. See y'all next time. The mirror don't